These are 5 pieces of gear that's changed my life. So to answer the age-old question, does gear make you a filmmaker? Well, yes and no. Well, if you combine gear and skill together, you get something truly magical. The 5th one is the simplest and it might surprise you. Let's get on with the mother video. Ho ho. Alright, so up first we have the Magic Arm from SmallRig coming in at a whopping $19.99. Player, like, there's too many layers to this player. We got the clamp on one end, and we got a 1/4 20 thread on the other end. And this thing is the one tool that never, ever leaves my backpack. You know what I'm saying? Because this has just come in clutch so many times, whether on shoots it's used to hang dresses, you know, get BTS, or just get really, really cool angles, or secure something else to something. And this thing really is magic. Like, I think they named this product perfectly because this thing is just so good. And I don't know, I waited so long. I was literally like on TikTok shop one day and I just kept seeing this like popping up, and I finally pulled the trigger, not on TikTok, but I found it on Amazon. I think out of this whole list, this is probably up there with the best bang for your buck. And if you don't have this in your arsenal, what the hell are you waiting for? I can't praise this enough. I'm thinking about getting, you know, maybe 5 of these at some point just because they're that handy. So up next, it's gonna be very similar to the Magic Arm, and that is the Zuos suction mount. And unfortunately, they don't make this anymore, but they're usually around the $30 to $40 range. And where a Magic Clamp can't work, this might be able to, as long as the surface is pretty smooth. So this is 6 inches, and when I tell you 6 inches is just more than adequate to get the job done, this thing has never failed on me. It's stuck this inside my car, outside my car, and on a microwave. And this lets you get some cool angles, just like the Magic Arm, although this one feels a little bit more sketchy. I don't know why, maybe because it's not like a physical clamp. But like I said, this thing has never failed on me, and there's so many mounting points. And I highly suggest, if you are mounting, you know, a pretty heavy camera, you get another one of these and you connect them so that way if one of these fails, the other one can get it. Don't carry this with me everywhere I go, unless I know it's gonna require me to. But you know, this thing is always good to have just in your arsenal. So up next, it's on my camera right now, but it is the variable ND filter from Newer. It comes in at $83.99, and this thing is another tool that just never leaves with me. It's always there, and I love this thing. I guess this is the lower end of the variable ND filters, coming in 83, because I think Peter McKinnon's is like 250 or something right now. So if you don't know what an ND filter is, it basically lets you drop the f-stop on your videos so you can get a really nice blurry cinematic. You know, it's kind of overdone and overused, that word, but it gives you that blurry background, which, you know, is nice for a lot of shots. So the cool thing about this filter too is that it's also a CPL, which means if you twist it a little bit, it turns reflections off. Basically, it's kind of like magical. I don't know how they do it, but it's pretty dope. I think it's so funny when people have just like that huge matte box on the end of their camera without even an ND filter inside it, you know, shooting indoors for a social reel. I'm just like, bro, like, I mean, I get, you know, the thought behind it, you know, bigger camera means you could charge the client more, but come on guys. I think the only thing you gotta think about when getting a filter, like, get an 82 mil and that will fit 90% of the lenses you're gonna get, except you, 200 to 600. No one wants your 95 mil around here. It's just too much, man. So up next we got my camera cage. We got my camera cage. One thing I can't live without, and it's my camera cage. The one I have right now is actually a little bit over $100, but I think it was well worth it, as this is one of the best cages I've got, and that's the Rhino cage from SmallRig for my A7S III. I think it was like 120 bucks, but you can get a lot of them for way under, maybe like $40 to $60 range. But I love this one. This thing is just built, you know, built tough, literally like Ford, you know. But it has extra cold shoe. It has 3 points where it attaches to the camera itself, so it's never loose. We got NATO side rails, you know, Arca Swiss bottom. Like, it just makes my life so easy to transition from a gimbal and to a tripod. And this thing is so awesome. Like, you can attach so many things. Like, let me show you guys real quick what my handheld rig looks like. And yeah, I just don't have any complaints about it. Like, it's that freaking good, man. And if you think this is too bulky and too big, you can even get half cages. So the last thing you guys have been waiting for, that's made the biggest difference in my filmmaking career, is the gimbal strap from Newer, which is $30. So the purpose of this product is to save your back and arms. You guys know what I'm talking about if you shoot on gimbals a lot. Like, I've shot a bunch of weddings before this, and I wake up the next day and my back's hurting, my shoulders are hurting, my biceps are hurting, and this has changed the game for me. So this strap, it's pretty simple. You get 2 attachment points that you install on your gimbal, and then you get 2 quick release ends on the strap, and you just pop them in, and it takes literally not even a second to put both of them in. And once the strap is on, there's 3 main ways you can do this. The first way is panning around, just putting the strap and letting that hold the weight of the gimbal and just swinging left to right, you know, to get those smooth panning shots. The number 2, the second way to use this camera is just to hold your camera right next to you. You know, you just have your gimbal ready for you. Wha-bam! Number 3, you can wrap it around your arms for safety. You know, if you're hanging over a ledge, you're hanging outside of a car, you know, hanging over a lake or something. I don't know what you guys are doing. I don't know what you guys are shooting, but yeah, you guys can hold it for that, and it comes in really clutch. I mean, it's not gonna like not fall off, you know, but it's an extra layer of safety. So that's gonna be it for this list. Let me know what you guys think.